My next guest was one of the big winners last weekend at UFC Fight Night, getting it done in the third round over Mitch Ramierz. It is Thiago Moises back here on the program. Thiago, how are you?
I'm great, brother. How are you?
I'm doing
Thanks for
great.
having me.
Well, of course. I mean, we do this after every fight. It's always good to chat with you, especially after a big win like that. I went back and looked. That was your first TKO win since 2018. I know you're known for your submissions, but you got to feel good to get one by knockout in a fight like this.
Yeah, it's always good to get the finish. It's good to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, no, but it just shows your evolution and, everything that you've accomplished. And by the way, I went and looked at that last TKO win. I think that was actually on Contender Series, was your last finish there. So was that something you were planning to do in the fight? Because I know you wanted to show off more of your striking. You even mentioned that when you had Riddell as your opponent initially.
The game plan was to mix it up, work on my striking, and like this would open up the takedowns, so we are striking and he forgets about the takedown, and also he couldn't see the takedowns because he's worried about my punches, my kicks, and once I get the takedown, that's where I feel like very comfortable,
Yeah.
working on top, taking the back. So, and they're always good, oh, this guy's gonna take me down. No, I'm gonna beat you up right here,
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that was the game plan, mix it up. So
Well, and it obviously worked getting the finish there. Was there much of an adjustment going from Brad Riddell to Mitch Ramierz? Because again, you had the opponent switch up kind of late.
no, like the game plan was the same, like if you were Brad Riddell, I would fight like the same, and the result would be the same. I think I would finish Brad Riddell like earlier on
Right.
the ground.
Okay, fair enough. Anything about Mitch surprise you in the fight that you weren't expecting?
He's very strong, and he was huge. That's what surprised me. Look at it, like he was a welterweight. So
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
did look kind of big in there. So you get the win. It's obviously nice to get back in the win column. How did you celebrate after the fight? What did you get up to?
I went out and eat with my coaches and my corners. So Brazilian steakhouse in Vegas, so it was awesome.
Okay.
Now I'm just now I just want to enjoy with my family, like spend time with my family and relax. That's all that I want to do.
So I'm going to Vegas in a few weeks to cover UFC 300. Where's this Brazilian steakhouse? Where should I be going? I need to hear it from a Brazilian. What's the best place to go to?
I think it was like Galpão Gaúcho.
Okay. I'll have to write that one down after the fact and check it out. But I love Brazilian steakhouses. They're amazing. So.
Oh, they are so good.
Listen, if you approve of it, I'll take your word for it. It sounds good. Again, coming off a big win here, like I mentioned, we're only a few days removed from the fight, but when do you want to get back in there? Ideally, when would you like to have that next fight?
I want to fight end of June, International Fight Week against Dan Hooker. That's
there you go. Okay, you didn't even hesitate. Yeah, okay. Because I was going to ask too. Obviously, there's the card in Brazil at UFC 301, but International Fight Week's a pretty big card as well. Obviously, a little bit later. So I feel like International Fight Week would be sort of better timing rather than you rushing back into a camp, right?
Yes, because if I were a heavyweight, I could fight like next week. So
right.
Yeah, but like. Again, like I gotta recover, from all the diet, weight cut, and do it again, so my body needs a little bit rest.
Mm-hmm.
But end of June would be awesome, and I can get like one more fight this year after that also.
Okay, you got it all planned out. Why Dan Hooker specifically? Why would you want that fight?
Because I think it's a really good matchup for me. I think it would be a fun fight also for the fans.
Okay.
And it would be a tough fight also. I fight just tough guys, and I don't want any easy fights. So I think it would be a good fight for the fans.
I completely agree, and they need some big fights on that card. I think that's absolutely one that is worthy of being on International Fight Week, because they haven't even announced the card yet, right? And it's usually a big card for them in the summer. So
and they have like three events, right?
They used to. I wish they went back to that. Honestly, it was kind of fun when they had, they used to have like the Ultimate Fighter finale. Right. They'd have like a fight night, and then they'd have the Saturday card. But they got rid of that. Now it's just Saturday, and then they do like a fan expo for the weekend. There's like 200 fighters there, and a lot of them don't even compete on the card. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't bring you out for that last year.
Yeah, but this year they're gonna
This year,
bring me. I'm
they're
gonna
going to
beat
bring you out to
Hooker.
fight. Exactly. You're manifesting it, Thiago. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. I got to ask this as well. Obviously, you train at ATT. Your teammate, Dustin Poirier, getting a big win over one of your former opponents, Benoit Saint Denis. Was that cool to see, just to get one back for ATT?
Yeah, was awesome. And I'm very happy for Dustin. He's a great guy. Always helps with his organization. So it was great to see him winning. And that dude, he can box, he can crack. So you don't want to get hit by him.
For sure.
I know that I got hit by him a lot.
And what did you take away from your fight with Benoit? Just because again, like he's like even Dustin finishing him, he was pressuring Dustin pretty good prior to the finish. Like he's a tough opponent out there. What did you learn the most from your fight?
I learned a few things. So always get to follow the game plan. So this guy, he wants to brawl, so don't brawl with him. Same as Mitch. Like the only chance that he had to win our fight would be if I would brawl with him and he could catch me or I could get tired. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think this was one of the lessons that I took. Also, time change and fighting like overseas, is I don't think it's a smart idea. You gotta go there like way earlier, and it's hard, but it is what it is. It's not an excuse. He was better than me that night, so.
We got a couple rapid fire fun questions for you here. So just whatever comes to mind first, just say your answer. There's no wrong answer here. So Thiago Moises, who do you think is the best striker in the UFC?
Alex Pereira.
Who's the best grappler?
um Best rapper, I would say Damian Maya, but he's
No,
out,
that's fine.
so
You can say Maya. Yeah, they
yeah.
could be retired
I
too.
could that could be Maya. Yeah, Maya.
Who is the funniest fighter?
uh Merab.
Marab, okay. If you could have dinner with any fighter, who would it be?
uh, any fighter.
Some people have said like George St. Pierre or Habib or like Anderson Silva or like
Right, right.
John Jones or something. Any of those come to mind or anything like that?
Maybe Habib, yeah.
Okay. Who would you want by your?
Or
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, you were
yeah,
saying.
I would say like Habib or maybe Connor
Okay. Who would you want by your side in a street fight?
by my side. Alex Pereira.
Okay. Who has the highest fight IQ?
Highest fight IQ.
Meaning, like, who's like the smartest fighter in the cage? Like, who makes the
No,
best
I know, I know,
decisions?
I know,
Yeah.
I know. George St. Pierre,
Okay.
or yeah.
Okay. And then, what's a dream fight you would like to see happen, like between two fighters? What's a like, not including yourself, but like, what would be like a fight you really want to see in the UFC?
Uh, I think Habib against GSP.
Love it. Great answer there. What do you got planned for the rest of the week? Again, you were training for this fight, and I know usually when you're in camp, you're just focused on the fight, but now you get a bit of time to, do other things. So what are you going to be doing the rest of the week?
Do you know that is funny because I was thinking exactly like this. What I'm gonna do, like if I'm not gonna train, so probably I'm gonna lift some weights
Mhm.
and enjoy the days with my family. That's all that I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Get back slowly to training. Because otherwise I get boring at home. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do. Like I'm yeah. That's it.
Okay. Because I know during camp you watch a lot of cooking shows. Will you be doing more
Yeah.
cooking now that you're not in camp and you'll probably get to eat some better food?
Cooking. Not right now. Just I wanna just eat out.
For sure. Yeah. Cooking takes a lot
Yeah.
of time. I completely agree.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Yeah, and I was cooking for like during my camp. When I was in Florida, I was by myself and I was doing my own meals. So
Oh, that's tough.
yeah.
How did you do that? You just pick like a day to make all your meals, or how do you meal prep?
No, actually, I just heat it up. I got the food from UFC, and I
Oh,
just
good.
heat it
They
up.
should just still see if they can send
Easier.
you food. Yeah, it's so much easier having the. You just heat
Yeah.
up the meals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, I get a la carte, because I think it's better.
Okay.
I don't
Very
want
good.
to. I don't like food with like much seasoning.
Yeah, no, for sure, and that's tough with the weight cut. Thiago,
Yeah.
thanks so much for doing this. Again, congratulations on the win. Hopefully that all goes well and you get that Dan Hooker fight at UFC 303. In the meantime, if there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
I just want to thank my fans for the support, all the love that I've been receiving after my fight. Thank you, everybody who helped me get this win. Fighting nerds here in Brazil and the American Top Team, both teams, and that's it. Thank you so much, guys.